Yes, sirree. I'm not freaking blind, guys. It's Gweilo style. I think it's Thursday. You could die. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Jeez, you know. Oh yeah, because it goes on and on and on. For all you haters, there's something to chew on for the next couple of minutes. Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. I stopped here for a reason. This is like an overpass and it's all cement, but see how they put all of the plants so they sort of cover up the cement all the way along here. See, Nanning is a green city and they're proud of that green city sort of thing, eh? And I'm gonna turn the camera around on this side of the street. You can see the types of trees they've got here. Just look at this. But that's not what this video is about. You hear me say that all the time, but it's the truth. I wouldn't lie to you. Okay, looks like China's got its second wave. Yes, that CV has reared its ugly head once again in mainland China. And where did it rear its ugly head this time? You got it, Wuhan. They have 6 confirmed cases in Wuhan. 35 days without any confirmed cases, and now they have 6 confirmed cases in Wuhan. This is worrisome because the population of China, it's just the social distancing isn't there. You can't do that. So what did Wuhan do? They said, well, we've got 11 million people in our city. We are going to test every one of those 11 million people in the next 10 days. It's exactly the opposite of the West, I'm telling you. That's why they can do these things over here. That's why they can stop this shit dead in its tracks, is because they're on the ball. They're on this stuff. There's no screwing around here. They value life way over the extra work it takes, the extra cost it takes to deal with something like this. And that's why China only had 80-some thousand active cases, or cases, period. Where now you look at the United States, they've got more deaths because of the CV than China has had cases, because of the testing, the quarantine, the masks. Yes, I'm not wearing a mask. We still have had no confirmed cases in Guangxi province for like a month and a half. The people here are worried. They're concerned about the CV and the new cases, and you know, even though Wuhan is a long way away, people in Nanning are concerned about it, and more masks are coming out as we speak. People are being more cautious. I'm just wondering where it's going to go from here, because if it's anything like the last one, everything will be locked down. Everything will be the way it was when Wei Fong and I buggered off to Thailand. Now, how would you like to be the guy that runs this truck and you get that tune in your ear all frickin' day? That would drive me nuts. It would go to sleep thinking about that too. Oh, yeah. They used to play It's a Small World. After all, this is how they water the plants. But they used to play It's a Small World after all, but too many of these drivers were going psycho. So yeah, it would drive me. It's a small world. You know what I mean? Like over and over and over again. Yes, and I'm doing this video in certain different places because I ride around Nanning City all the time, and there's places that I see that are just pretty. Like, look at this canal, okay? Over by the freeway there, where they sort of make the overpasses and bridges nice by putting the hanging plants so it all looks green and stuff, is okay, but it's loud, it's obnoxious type thing. It's a highway. But here we're sort of off the beaten path, about a half a mile off the highway, but you've got these canals, and you know, they've got the walking paths along the canals. It's where people go to sort of relax in the evenings here in Nanning, China. Okay, so you've got this this CV rearing its ugly head again in Wuhan. Now you've got 119, a cluster in South Korea. You see, South Korea had this under control too, and now they got 119. Now they called out the police to track down everybody that had contact with it. So there'd be thousands of people, because I guess this was in a sort of a nightclub area in South Korea. So yeah, so they're up against it. Now I'm looking at the Russian thing. 10,000 new cases a day, guys. Holy smokes. And I thought Russians were bulletproof. I guess they're just as the same as everybody else in this world. And it's devastating and it's rough. Even people in high places in their government are coming down with it. And it's a tough one. They're only second in numbers to the United States now, and the United States is being actually devastated with this CV. You know, we've got coming up on 85,000 deaths. My God, Martha, it's one of those things that maybe they should do more testing. Quarantine the old people, the people that could die from this. You don't have to quarantine everybody, but just quarantine the old people, the vulnerable people, the people with pre-existing health issues. That's one of those things that's got to be done, guys. It's a rough one. Oh, let's go change locations. I'll be right back. Being in Nanning, it feels like we're a world away from this CV problem, because it just hasn't been. It hasn't been here since Wei Fong and I have come back from Thailand, from Alex's place in Thailand. So it's one of those things that you know it's out there. You're aware of it. You're aware. Like I do have a mask with me. It's in my pocket. I'll pull it out when I go around people. But when I'm videotaping in beautiful locations like this, I really don't need a mask, because there ain't nobody here but me. You know what I mean? But it's because we're so far away from it. You know, I know that Canada's having a problem. I know the United States is having a big problem. I know Russia's having a big problem. You know, there's places around the world. There's people, a lot of people have passed away because of this. The Chinese people watch this and they care and they understand, because they've gone through it. So you know, their heart goes out to the rest of the world at this time, knowing that at any given day it can come back into China and do exactly what it did to Wuhan here 3-4 months ago. So everybody's sort of on edge here right now. It's one of those things that you can feel it in the air. You can feel it in the crowds when you go to the restaurants. Just this last 2 days, you know, since the shit sort of hit the fan in Wuhan, they know that we're not out of the woods yet, and it's sort of eerie in a way. So as the world's going through this problem once again for the second time in some places, and the first time in some places, because in Russia it's still your first wave, guys. In the States it's still the first wave. It could come back again even if you beat it back. So you know, you can fret over it, you can worry about it. You can do whatever you can to stop it, both at a personal level and a government level. But as we've seen, all of the things that these countries have done, and they've done it properly in the East here, and it still comes back and sort of bites you in the ass. So, you know, I guess rather than fretting over it, Wei Fong and I are going on a 5 to 6 day trip with China Radio International up along the Vietnamese border, Dat Tien Falls and that area. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a photo shoot for 5 or 6 days. We're not quite sure how long it's going to take us, but what we're going to be shooting is sort of like tourist areas of Guangxi province, the beauty of this province, the beauty of the Vietnamese border area of Guangxi province. I'm telling you, I've been there before, guys. You don't want to miss this stuff. This is going to be freaking amazing stuff. So stay tuned for that. Today is what, the 14th of May. We leave on the 19th of May. So maybe during that week, I'm not sure whether I'm going to be putting out videos. I don't know if they're going to have good internet. I'm not, you know, all of these things in the hotels that we're going to be staying at, we're not quite sure how it's all going to work out. because this is the first time I've done this with a news outlet, and we'll play it by ear, just like we'll do it Gweilo style. You know what I mean? Is that a brandy? Is that a beer? You know what I mean? They'll probably say, "Oh, why did we ever get hooked up with this guy?" You know. But hey, we'll try to make it as much fun as possible, and I might not be putting out videos as much during that time period. Or if the internet's good and the surroundings are good and we're feeling good, maybe we'll put out more. Who knows? But anyway, that's another video from Gweilo 60. Stay safe, everybody. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Listen to the authorities. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. Do all of the things that we were doing a month or two ago, and just stay safe. That's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Oh, it's nice and green here. Yeah, I picked these green spots. Today I'm feeling like we're going into rural China, and on the Vietnamese border. It's beautiful. Did I say that already? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the bell, resubscribe, but never, and you guys know it, never forget to put a couple bucks in the children's Patreon account. It's for a good cause. Thanks for watching. Bye now.